welcome. I am My Life After 50, Frank Morrison. This is my live stream version of my channel, giving this a try. I'm hoping that I can stir up some views um, on a topic that has to do with the very first video that I produced for my YouTube channel, and that is how I quit drinking. Um, it is way down on the list of many videos that I've made. So I invite you to scroll through my channel, get to the bottom of that first video that I made. I'm very proud of myself. I am a couple of weeks away from 10 years of not drinking any alcohol. So point of this live stream is to try to help any of those get started on a path to quitting and a path to clarity. Um, and I use that word a lot um, because it just means a lot. It's a simple word that tells me how I'm going to live the rest of my life, unfogged by alcohol and feeling great every day. What I chose to do this week, and I'll do this every week here on out, excuse me, is I'm going to start Frank's Weekly 5. I'm going to choose 5 things to write on this, yes, cheesy and not so great handwriting dry erase board. I've already kind of started it, but I'll get right to number 1. Live a clean and more healthy life with clarity. Now, I've explained how important that was for me, but clarity goes a long way. It goes from waking up in the morning. It goes to actually, let me back up, and it goes to going to sleep with a nice, clear mind and getting a full night's sleep. Clarity as to what the next day is going to bring. And in the morning, you wake up with that clarity and you remember everything you need to do for the most part. A couple of things that may come to mind through my video, that first video that I made, this one in particular. Well, I'm going to hold off on that. Let me get to number 2. Number 2, do you have a fear in trying to quit drinking? Ask yourself that and be honest with yourself. Is the fear of embarrassment? Well, you're probably beyond embarrassment at this point. If you have a serious drinking problem and you've been seen not doing so well, forget about the embarrassment. You're beyond that. What's my most embarrassing thing about my time frame? Honestly, it's a no-brainer for me. It was when I was having seizures in public, in front of people, which was devastating. Devastating to the people that saw it. It was devastating to me later on, learning how bad these were. Why don't you go back in life and recall some memories of being afraid of something? You may remember these things weren't so scary after all. Is there something to be scared of about living a clean life? Not at all. And no, you shouldn't be scared to be tempted to go back to it. Now, I've mentioned this in my video, my first video, that I'm a rare bird. I literally have no desire to drink whatsoever. I can see it on a daily basis going into the grocery store. I can be around friends at a bar who drink, and it literally doesn't cross my mind. But I'm going to contribute that to my willpower. My willpower is extremely strong. And I know that I have the rest of my life ahead of me with clarity. I'm going to keep saying it. Um, Number three, try to really understand the long term effects that alcohol can have on you. These three are my top three. Your health. Drinking just isn't healthy. There's no argument there. Um, some say that, and I don't know if this has been clinically proven, and I've heard it throughout my adult life that a glass of red wine a day is good for you. Well, let me tell you something. Um, you're becoming a daily drinker by living by that rule. Um, and I was there. I was actually a wine collector, so I had thousands of dollars invested in wine. But that that's besides the point. Um, think about what you're doing to your organs, what you're doing to uh, your whole insides. It's not good. It's just not good. There's no argument. It's just not good. I am going to go back to a moment in my video where I had to see my neurologist, and he wasn't the most pleasant person. And he definitely didn't have a lot of toleration for drinkers, for sure. And I recall this one moment when he said that, let me see your tongue. Why does he want to see my tongue? Then I thought back, well, my first seizure I had in a grocery store, and an employee of the grocery store had to pull a wallet out of my pocket to keep me from biting my tongue in half. Mouth was already closed. You're not controlling your body when you have seizures. Um, but that wasn't the reason why the neurologist wanted to see it. And I didn't ever figure this out, and he wouldn't tell me. Well, it turns out, alcohol basically is a, for a lack of better terms, is a drying agent. It's going to dry out, just like it's going to dry your liver. It's going to crush your liver. It's going to do really bad things to your insides. Well, guess what? The reason why I wanted to see my tongue is to see how cracked it was, because constant alcohol drinking dries out your tongue. And I looked at it that afternoon, that evening, once I figured out that, and I was like, I'll be darned, that looks horrible. Um, so that's that's a little example of a health situation on my side, and hopefully I haven't made any damage to my liver. I'm pretty healthy now. Um, Relationships, another one you can't argue. You're gonna get in a fight, or you're gonna say things to somebody that you didn't mean. Oh, I didn't mean that, man. I was drunk. Well, yeah, that's just not a good enough excuse. You're doing damage if you're married and have children. You're doing damage to these children, whether you believe it or not. They're seeing your behavior. And as they grow up, they kind of catch on to things. They might go to the husband or the wife of the parents, say, what's wrong with mom? What's wrong with dad? And guess what? They're going to have to talk to them about that. They're not going to lie about it. And now you've got a whole other situation there. Um, I'd already mentioned saying things that you don't mean. You were at a party and something came up and you said something really stupid. You can just destroy relationships instantly. Man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that. Well, you said it. Well, I was drunk. I wasn't in my right mind. Well, there's a good one. You weren't in your right mind. Why do you want to constantly not be in your right mind every day? I didn't think about that stuff when I was drinking every day. I sure as heck do now. And I am in my right mind, and I have crazy clarity. Finances. Do you have any idea how much money you have literally pissed away drinking alcohol? because that's exactly what you've done. You've poured it in, you've pissed it out throughout the night, the next morning, or if you got that bad, what else are you doing? Yeah, you're throwing up. I mean, if we think about it, why don't we just, if we're going to waste money like that, how about you drive down the highway 50 miles an hour, take all the money out of the wallet that you were going to spend on alcohol, put it out the window, let it fly out the window, and let someone else benefit from the money? The same damn thing, isn't it? You're wasting it away. At least someone's going to do something good with it. And hopefully it's not an alcoholic that picks up the money and says, damn, I'm going to the store. Bingo, payday. I hit the lottery. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble on and get off track here a little bit. Those are three really basic things, but I'm not finished with finances. Speaking of, okay, and I just went in a little bit of a tidbit there. Here's a big one. If you want to do a little bit of math, and I know that alcohol has gotten way more expensive today than it was when I was drinking that heavily. So I just put a little bit of a dollar amount on this. Let's say you spend $15 a day. You drink every day. It's $105 a week. If you're drinking every day, there's 52 weeks in a year. That's, what is that? That's $5,460. $5,460 in a year. And that's just using the dollar amount of $15 a day. You know you're spending more than that. If you're drinking wine, you're certainly spending more than that. Let's say it's $20 a day. Well, at 52 weeks, that's $7,280. Now, what could you do with that money? You could do an awful lot with that money. You could put it in a savings account. You could put it in an IRA and be making money on it. You could go on a sick vacation with your family or for yourself. If you're a snow skier, you can go to Switzerland for $5,280. That'd be a memory, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be a memory if you were drunk all the time, though, would it? You might remember half of it. I have an amazing 1986 Volkswagen Vanagon Synchro. I mentioned it the last couple of live streams I've done. I'll probably mention it every time because I love that darn thing. Well, guess what I could do with $5,280 for that Vanagon? I'm trying to build out the whole interior, and I'm chipping away at it little by little. $5,280 would certainly build all that beautiful cabinetry and kitchen and small little fireplace I want to put inside that thing so I can have incredible travel memories. I'm not going to have travel memories. I'm not going to have good memories if I'm drinking all the time. So those are just examples, man. It's simple. And I don't care if you make $45,000 a year, $75,000 a year, $150,000 a year, or you're a millionaire. $5,280 or $7,280 is a lot of money. There's a song, you're a slave to money, then you die. And that's damn true, especially today in 2024. We are slaves to money. So why was I just pissing it away? And you got to ask yourself that. Why are you now? There's a better life out there, man. There's a better life with clarity and incredible memories that you can have for the rest of your life. Let me move on to the very bottom one, number 5. And these are basic. I'll have 5 different ones next week. Take responsibility, man. Take action. Take responsibility and take action. You can't do this on your own. You need a professional. you do need, if you're at the stage that I was in, and just I, please watch that video. Yes, it's long. It's almost an hour long. Break it up. I'm sitting right in that leather chair back there. You can't see it because of my wonderful dry erase board. Um, and just absorb it. There's parts of that that you won't believe, and I shared it for that reason, because I would love to see other people get help, and if I could help you in any way, and I forgot to mention this, a couple of things. Um, I'm looking for folks to chat with. I'm looking on my computer monitor right now as I'm streaming through my phone in hopes that somebody's going to jump on. Electro Synchro jumped on. Thanks so much. We have chatted about our vans and projects that we've done. We know each other that way, and I was really happy to see you on earlier. You were actually letting me know that there was no sound. Dang, what a bummer, because I just did that whole 20 minutes and it was wasted. But no big deal. Here I am again, and hopefully the sound is on. So, Electro Synchro, if you could leave a comment in this video to let me know that there was audio, that would be fantastic. Then at least I know that I fixed it. I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to do this every week because I'm very proud of this. And I want you to make today your best day ever until tomorrow. This is my quote. I have actually registered this with the trademark organization. It's in pending right now, but these shirts are for sale on redbubble.com under FJM Art, or simply type in on redbubble.com's website, make today your best day ever until tomorrow, and I will pop right up. There's different designs on there. There's a couple other different types of t-shirts, but this is number one for me. And you could say this to yourself every day. In fact, when you wear this shirt, you're making someone else's day, and they're seeing that. And why not spread the joy? In fact, I also have mentioned in the past, I teach tennis for a living. And I now have my clients saying this to me today at the end of their tennis sessions. So I love this. I hope you love it. I want you to run with it. You can grab a sticker too as well. I've got those on the website. But most importantly, take care of yourself. If you need help, leave a comment for me. Maybe you can join me next week and we can chat a little bit on the monitor. I would love that. That's really the whole point of this. Get out and have some communication with someone. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to do that with you. So until next week, I'll say it again. Make today your best day ever until tomorrow. Bye-bye.